Hi, this is Camilla Blossom, and I'm called to do a reading, an oracle reading today from my Sacred Spirits of Gaia deck. It's also part of the work, the Sacred Spirits of Gaia, co-creating a new earth with the fairies, elementals, ancestors, and spirits of land. So there's lots of nature spirit. So this is like a nature oracle to help us connect more deeply in relationship with all the spirits of nature, the invisible and visible. And 3-3 and these different numerology portal days just have felt really strong to me. So I'm being called to offer this oracle reading. So I encourage you to pick a card, 1, 2, 3, what number is coming through, and then I will pick each number and do a little reading on it and see what's coming through. I also just did a video on dragons and connecting with fire dragons, with the Council of Dragons, and today is major rebirth day. I was seeing lots of dragon eggs being born, and they are to be mirrors and reflections of our own rebirth and opening. So if you want to check out that video, check out my YouTube channel. Of course, subscribe and comment, and happy to have you. Thank you. All right, let's get started. So the first one, number 1. Okay, so here we go. This feels very appropriate. Earth Dragon. And of course, we are in the year of the wood dragon, which in a sense is Earth Dragon. So this really is showing me we need to talk about this more, the wood dragon year. I talked a little bit in my dragon video, if you want to check that out at the end, but we'll talk a little more. And this says, hold truth with strength. And let's tune in and open to the energy. During this reading, you'll not only get some kind of information and knowledge, wisdom from them, but this is a transmission from these beings themselves. They like to work through me as a voice and anchor that energy in you and give you access. You may already have access. If you don't, I'm here to catalyze that. So we'll just open to the earth dragons. You may have one that you're working with, but they're all over. They're often these beautiful colors, and they are guardians of the earth. They wish us to work more deeply with the land where we live, with our home, with the trees there, with the flowers, the gardens. So they're encouraging, if you did pick one at this time, to really connect with the earth dragon, with the dragons near you. They can also be found like in the mountain ranges, like seeing the mountains, and you'll see like the back of a dragon. You see them in the stones. They can be big and small. They can be like really earthy colors. Like mine first came in as like red and green and browns. And so these are calling you to really deepen your connection with the earth and not just being outside on the land and the gardens, but spiritually, energetically, magically. So I invite you to just take a moment and intend to connect telepathically or with your heart, with your creation center, your womb or hara, with the earth dragon. We'll call that in. I'm seeing one here, very big. It's like right here. And we're just going to ask if there's any other messages for you. And it's that same message I keep getting from the wood dragon, because they're related, right? Is growth, to learn about trees as well, because they'll teach you about growth, like natural ebbs and flows and cycles and rhythms of nature's growth, not like the growth where, profit line margins and, the growth they show in the charts and statistics of the human world. Like this is the true growth that is like integrity, authenticity. It's real. It's bonds you back to remembering nature, like the fulfillment of that deep connection, the deep connection with the ancient energies, the kind of primal, real energies. So there's some real depth here. I'm going to ask too if there's anything else this wood dragon. Oh, it's very sensual too. It's like kisses. It's so happy, I think. It's like kissing me, like because I'm talking about it and telling you and like spread this. Like this earth dragon wants to spread the love, the magic, and also abundance. Like look at all that pile of gold. I know a lot of people working with that all over the world of how to be abundant and be more stable and cared for, and just know the earth is our supply. The earth is wealth. Like when we resonate deeply with the energy of the earth and the earth dragon. I think also tuning into the earth dragon returns that magic into our life. Like right now, there's just so much to be despairing of and confused about, and and body ascension issues and all sorts of things. But the dragons, that reminder, like we can use our imagination, our playfulness, our joy to imagine this dragon alive and with you and talking to you and helping you garden and being with you, showing you the trees and showing you which tree is your mother tree on your land. Or yeah, so this dragon really could be a playmate, like a fun playmate, as well as a deep teacher. Yeah, very happy. Awesome. All right, earth dragon for number ones. Okay, let's do number twos. They just love to check in with all of us and remind us of, yeah, like our true nature. There's so much fakey fake and whatever in the world. It's like, hey, can't even have gray hair. It's not okay. It's like, no, I love my gray hair. I love my gray hair. My gray. Okay. Number two. Who's two? Oh. Okay, if you pick number two card, inner earth beings, bridge worlds of light. So we were going to go into the lower world here for you. This is the world in the earth. So there's the upper world, the kind of divine, white world of fairy, Davic, angelic. And then there's the green world, the surface world, which is probably more earth dragon energy. And so for you, you're being asked to go really deeply into the earth. And it's not just like into the caves, into the mycelium network, into the roots of all the trees, which is part of it, but go even deeper. And just invite you to do that now. Just sort of those grounding cords, those energies that go from your feet and your root chakra, like those energies that extend and channel down and connect you with the crystalline grid, with the ancient grids of earth, and invite you to really connect deeply. I often go to a cave when I do this. Go deeply into kind of the void or the darkness within the earth. But be willing to go there, and you're actually, if you connect with the spirit of earth and into the center core, see what you see there. And see who guides you. We'll call in the inner earth beings to guide you. I think I will read this one for you from my little handbook. And these are their voices. I am an inner earth being and live deep inside the earth. I care for inner earth. a place that no surface dwellers see. I live in the hollow areas that create light from a central sun, and I bless Mother Earth's surface from inside. It may be hard to grasp this reality. I invite you to open to the possibility by aligning with me and inner earth fairies to bridge worlds of light. So for some of you who've had experience connecting, there's an invitation to go even deeper and work with these beings more. I have this happen quite a lot. They're light beings. And to know that inside the earth, sometimes we think, oh, we need to bring the cosmic and spiritual and the light and the energy of the sun down, be conduits like the trees are as well. But also inside the center of the earth is source, is God, is like the sun as well. And so it's more the surface of the earth that is needing attention, light, energy. So if you're going deeper in the earth, you're going into a higher dimensional octave experience. And so that might be a good way for you to look at it, to go deep into the earth, into all the dimensions of that, but also know that there's a very strong light, solar star, crystalline core of the earth, or great central sun inside the earth, or sun inside the earth, and that shines very brightly. So I'm just going to tune in a little more, and also for yourself, if something gets activated, just looking at this art. And you're welcome to go into the caves. They're kind of like enlightenment caves that are in the earth, where you can be given spiritual initiations, meet the different guides. This is a place that I go. And what I'm getting to is that the deeper you can extend your roots into the earth core, kind of like earthing and grounding and connecting, and I like to see my root chakra at your tailbone as like another crown. Like we have a crown on the top of our head, but our base chakra, our root chakra, which is like survival and fear and all these really core things about family and tribe and trauma, even like if you can open that root and the earth star below your feet and allow those to really connect more deeply, to remember more of your ancient walk on the earth, remember more of the fairy realms, the elemental realms, nature realms. So an invitation to really go deep into this. And I do have a void class, creating in the void, that feels like would be connected. So this feels very kinesthetic to me, more than explaining through words, but I'm just going to invite you to let yourself be pulled deeper into the earth, into that experience. Yeah. And like I say, that mycelium network or mushrooms might be a way to facilitate that process, working with them in some way. Seeing if there's anything else they'd like to share. And they do want to talk about the crystals, because some of you are real crystal lovers, and to know that inside the earth are amazing. I mean, look at all these crystals. Amazing crystals, crystal caves, different colors, different shapes, different energy. It's all part of the crystalline grid, and it's communicating constantly. So know, if you plug your nervous system into the crystalline grid of Earth, which you can do just with your intention right now, you are opening communication with the great oneness of Earth. And all of a sudden, your energy is way big in terms of support and protection, even, and safety and connection and love, that you are part of the oneness of the earth experience and the ascension experience of the earth and yourself. So connecting more deeply this way will help your body symptoms, because earth energy is to do with physical body energy. So physical things, issues, diseases, even ascension symptoms. Yeah, plug your nervous system into the earth, and that will be supported. It'll help shed you of, old beliefs, old myths, old energies of the past, and help you jump timelines. We'll just ask her if there's a timeline jump that needs to be made by you. We can ask for that right now. And that will just get you a little higher out of some of the charged energy of your stories and history. Is there anything else for inner earth beings? I can hear them chanting in their language. So if there's some light language, earth language, just whatever chants that want to come through your voice, just let them come. They just come out of me. I don't even always know what they are, but they're like ancient languages, expressions. Yeah, just go ahead and let your voice, let it come through. Feels like there is more on that card, so we'll just sit with that too and come around to it at the end if that's the case. But I think it's for some of you to explore. I think for me too. Okay, card 3. And I also see these cards as kind of prep for equinox on the 22nd of March, which is, I usually do these readings on the equinoxes and solstices and certain periods of time, but this feels like a prep kind of opening to that. Oh, thought that was interesting. Humankind, our humanity. Yes, this is good. Empower community creation. I just started facilitating a local group in Portland and Vancouver, Washington, with my friend from the Fairy Congress, Jan Kinsey, and we're gathering people. If you're in this area and would like to meet with us, we meet once a month, first Saturday. So I think that reminder, like, how do we find each other? How do we connect? I talk to so many people that are hidden and isolated, and even if they're in relationships and families and there's a lot of people around, they still feel very alone. So it's just so important for you, if you pick number 3, to find your people, to find one of your people, to connect with each other, connect with me. I know, like, this is part of why I do it, to know you don't have to hide, you don't have to be alone. You can be into all this, explore it, learn things, grow, talk to fairies and gnomes and dragons and feel no shame. So, but I know, like, it's probably a good time to share this. So many soul lifetimes. I feel like I'm a very ancient being, but I've had many, many soul lives where I've been a woman who is a healer, an oracle, a midwife, a medicine woman, a witch. And so I've had many, many, many lives where I've had to hide and where I was persecuted and killed and horrible things. So I know I've spent, 30 some odd years, like, really working through a lot of that karma, to be able to not be hidden. That was a big theme for my life, not be hidden. And I'm not anymore. And what I notice is when I don't hide, like even in public arenas, right, where that feels like it might be more conservative, when I don't hide and say, yeah, I'm into fairies, yeah, I'm into gnomes, yeah, I'm into woo-woo stuff or whatever you want to call it, all of a sudden people's like, oh, cool, I want to do that too. So you're actually giving, when you share yourself and you demonstrate your magic in the world, you're giving other people permission to do that. And you're finding, I have met so many amazing people over many years because I've been more public. And let me tell you, it was not easy. I remember my first newsletters, I would panic, have anxious anxiety, putting them out, 20, 25 years ago, whenever that was. So there was, definitely these feelings of discomfort to come out of hiding. And so I think for this human connection, being so important. And also knowing, I think besides that piece of really connecting and opening yourself to new relationships and being really honest about what you're into and who you are, that authenticity, but also recognizing like there's a lot of shame imprints, guilt imprints, like uh, hard emotions that have been kind of even imprinted, implanted, brainwashed, like done to us from all different directions to make us feel less than and to make us feel to doubt ourselves. And I just keep getting the message, just really own. It's not even about claiming anymore. You've already claimed it. You already are it. Like own and be and demonstrate your mastery, who you are. Even if you don't feel like you're there yet, just own it. Own what you think you are or might become, and then you will become it. So I guess, yeah, the human stuff wanted to be said. Let's see. From the human guides that we can ask. Some of these spirit guides have been humans, so we can ask them as well as kind of some of the elders and wise ones. And I guess I hold that position too as an elder, as a wise one, a medicine woman, as a witch. I'll say that for the first time. I don't usually use that word, but to own who I am. Yeah. And also celebrate. Like these are, this is like ancient cave painting. I had my friend Andrea Dembecki does artwork for my cards in my book. And just celebrating like the need or that connection that we have with each other. Even if you have been spending a lot of time alone, I know I have, like there's such a big shift that it feels protective and safer to not be out all the time. And there is a need to be creating community and finding each other, even if it's just one other person you can talk about some things with. And I'm getting that word witness. I think we all need a witness for our lives. And I love that for those of you who have a partner or married in a relationship, where so much of that beauty comes from being a witness to someone else and having a witness for your life. So I think that's a really important thing to recognize is we do need to be witnessed. We need to be recognized and seen, acknowledged, honored. And so I want to do that for you right now. Just honor, see you, hear you, honor you, witness you, and know that you are here with an important mission and role. And yeah, really appreciate you stuck it out. You're here through whatever struggles, whatever hardships, and through joy. So yeah, be with your people, meet new people, open to helping other people. I have to say, whenever I see those videos on Instagram or whatever of people doing these nice things for people, you know, giving them a pile of money, buying them a car, giving them a hug, telling them, you know, helping them out. Like I just always get very teary, like, yay, there's a lot of kindness and sweetness. And that's really needed. So keep doing it. We thank you for and have a lot of gratitude for what you have been doing. And maybe there's a way you can reach out and be witness to more people, to more activities, and to create. You know, this is about creating community. Is there something you're missing that you need in community? You know, create a community or call people together and have tea. You know, my mom, who's in her 90s, she lives in a facility with a lot of other elders. She's lost a lot of friends. And so she wanted to have community instead of talking about how bad the food was or their medical problems. She wanted to talk about deeper issues and spiritual issues and what happens when you die and, like, you know, this kind of deeper things. And I really encouraged her to reach out. So she's like trying to create community that's deeper. So that might be an invitation, like, hey, we're not here to talk about our medical things. We're not here to talk about, you know, our stories, our problems, our struggles. Like, let's really go deeper. So is that something you need to? Beautiful. Humans are happy. You're here. All right. So we have Earth Dragon for number 1. We have Inner Earth for number 2. And we have humans. So yeah. So looking at that, let's see. Together, I guess just invite you to bridge these worlds. I'm kind of seeing that right here, right now, is there's a bridge here. There's a bridge. And I've heard a lot of people talking about this lately, that they are like shamans or priestesses or whatever you call yourself, medicine people. So you are the bridges. You are the bridge between the different dimensions, between the 5 and the 3D, but also the inner and outer world, the deeper, more spiritual journeying with, let's say, the dragons, and connecting more people with this world of magic, or this world of magic, connecting it more with the people. And here's the bridge. And so when we put this together, for all of you that picked one card, but also those who were with me for this, that this 3/3 portal can be a really powerful portal for connecting and integrating. You know, sometimes being a bridge person can be challenging, but this is an integration time where you can bring together a lot of aspects of yourself, your magical self and your very human, mundane self, for example, and bridge them together and really feel you have the support from the spirit and the physical and the human and the dragon and all of these beautiful sacred spirits of Gaia on your behalf working with you. So you're never alone. Yay. All right, so there is the reading for 3/3 2024. It's really good for whenever you watch this. And I invite you to, really listen with your own guidance, what feels right for you and what doesn't resonate, just let it go. But I'm really grateful for you, and please subscribe, share this. And if you'd like to do more of this kind of work, please consider joining my Patreon community. We have lovely people. There's some live Zoom calls. There's also a lot of videos and information. There's working with the trees and spirits and communications, working with land as a land alchemist. There's working as a planetary healer, personal healer, light worker. There's lots of different tiers and beauty there. So thank you. Have a beautiful 3/3.